Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome back Gary Leaming, a spokesperson for ODOT. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
I know you guys are busy right now, just a few days till Christmas holiday.
Indeed.
Traffic already picking up. So what do you guys do to prep for this busy time of year?
Well, there's several things. We make sure that as far as our maintenance crews, they're fully staffed. We have all of our winter cinder and de-icer, and to a degree in some areas we have our salt. So we're fully staffed, but the main thing that we try to do is let people know that before they travel on the holiday, to make sure that they're prepared so that everybody gets to their destination safely for the holiday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we certainly see a lot of interesting accidents and other things going on the highways, and it makes sense that you guys are fully staffed. What about state roads? Do you guys have a priority list when it comes to that for weather or holidays?
Right.
How that works?
Right, exactly. So the main priority obviously is the interstate. We try to keep that down to bare pavement at all times. And so in snow or icy conditions, that kind of thing, we really focus hard on the interstate. That's our highest level of service is what we call it. Mm-hmm. And so we try to keep that down to bare pavement, especially over the mountain passes, unlike the Cascade Mountain passes where you'll assume that you'll be driving on a snowpack. So mm-hmm. really, as far as the hierarchy of state roads, the interstate is the top.
Okay, and when it comes to salt, you guys are now able to use, I don't know how long you guys were doing the pilot project, but you've been able to expand. I don't know if it's this winter, it's the first time, but before it was just Siskiyou Summit, and now it's up into Josephine County?
Right, exactly. So California and Washington have been salt states for quite a while, and so we just came off of a 5-year pilot program last year in which we use salt as a strategic tool between the California border and Ashland there at mile point 11. So because of the severe winter that we had last year throughout the state, right. The agency has expanded that to go from Ashland up to Canyonville on the I-5 corridor, and from Ontario to Boardman, Hermiston, basically, on I-84, and then elsewhere at the discretion of the Highway Division Administrator. Okay,
yeah, so Sexton Summit, does that make a pretty big difference over there? I don't even know if you guys have used it up there
exactly,
yet,
we haven't. This has been a really odd winter so far as the use of salt, if you will. We have not used that so far. We have plowed snow up on the High Cascades and on Siskiyous, but we haven't, to my knowledge, pulled that out yet. We've had such a dry period earlier this month that just hasn't been the case.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Much more with Gary in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Gary Leaming from ODOT. So a lot of people might still be packing up and getting ready to travel in advance of the holiday. Gary, any advice you have for them for how they should pack?
Right, exactly. So if you're driving any kind of distance, make sure that your vehicle is in good shape. Make sure that you've got good tread in your tires. Make sure you're carrying chains. Make sure your heater and wipers, some of those basics that really you should have on your vehicle anyway. Make sure they're in good operating condition. Also bring some snacks, bring some water. Make sure you stop about every 2 hours. You're well rested. That's big.
Yeah.
And if you travel with children, make sure you've got some games and those kind of things, just in case you get stopped in traffic, either due to a crash or due to weather. Mm-hmm. It's always good to be prepared, and so just have those things. And I think the main thing to also is before you go, make sure you check the conditions. TripCheck.com is our website where we've got more than 300 cameras. We have road and weather information, and so there really shouldn't be any reason that you don't know those conditions before you go. Leave a lot of time, extra time if you will, to get to your destination so you're not in a hurry. Obviously, there's a lot of emotion and anxiety of getting to where you're going on time.
This time of year, sure.
And in case you run into any kind of delay, it's not going to unravel your plans.
Okay, no, that's good advice. Okay, and I do want to ask you something else about TripCheck. And last I saw you here, we were talking about the eclipse in advance of that.
Right.
You you were talking about, I don't know if speed tracker is the best term for it, but you were showing that you guys have that for the whole state. Is that something people can use during the winter as well?
Well, indeed. So it basically examines whether traffic is flowing. That would be green. If it's slowing some, it would be yellow. And then if it's stopped, it's red. And so if you look at any kind of incident or weather condition where we have the road blocked, you'll see those colors change on not only on I-5 but also on secondary state highways as well. So it's a great tool, especially if you're traveling up and down the I-5 corridor. Once you get up into the Willamette Valley, closer to Portland, you can make some decisions based on that. Obviously, we see that down here sometimes with our with some of the heavier weather that we have on the mountains, and then also any kind of incident where we have a crash that's causing a delay as well.
All right, very good. I know how busy you are. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Okay, very good.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.